Mr. Edwards, you have a couple of domestic violence cases from last year that you're already been held on. Looks like 3 of them. You have a new case dated April 26. Domestic violence failure to comply with a court order, domestic violence threats, intimidation, domestic violence disorderly conduct, domestic violence endangerment, and domestic violence assault. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Zariah Chapman. Stay away from her home and workplace. Don't possess any firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and do not commit any acts of domestic violence. You're already being held on a bond on the earlier matters, $2,500 cash bond on this new case. The city public defender is appointed, and your next court date is a video review, May 7th at 1:30 p.m., Tucson City Court. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Alden James Lowe.
Okay, a moment. You charged failure to comply with a court order, domestic violence disorderly conduct, domestic violence assault, domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence preventing or interfering with the use of a telephone in an emergency. I'm going to order no contact of any kind with Marissa Laguna. Stay away from her home and workplace. Don't possess any firearms or other weapons. No acts of domestic violence. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Obey the existing order of protection. You're released with those conditions. Your next court date is May 27th at 1:30, Tucson City Court. You're excused.
Thank you, sir. See the one I asked about what I'm here for though? Does this have to do with my charges, the court I had on May 5th, sir?
I don't know
Your Honor?
anything about a court on May 5th. I just dealt with the one that's before me now. You're excused.
Okay, Your Honor, thank you. Have a good day.
Well,
Yes.
hello, what's your name?
Eric Jason Masters, sir.
Okay, moment. You're already being held on a case in justice court. You've got some new cases in Tucson City Court. April 27th, assault, threats and intimidation, disorderly conduct. And again, on that same date, another assault, disorderly conduct, failure to comply with the court order, and trespassing. No order that you have no contact of any kind with the alleged victims, stay away from the 1001 South Country Club Road, and no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. $200 bond. Court date is May 9th, 1:45. It's a video review. If you bond out June 3rd, 9 o'clock, the city public defender is appointed on these cases. You're excused.
Sure, thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
Joshua Richard Manchi, MAG.
One moment. You've got several cases in Tucson City Court that you've already been seen on. And you've got a new one from April 22nd. You have not been seen on yet. So we'll do that when you charge for trespassing and criminal damage. Everything that you've got is being consolidated. You'll be represented by the city public defender. Bond on this new case is $100. And your next court date is a video review scheduled for May 6th at 1:45. If you get released before then, or it's determined not to have the video review, then non-transport review would be June 3rd, 10 o'clock. And again, you'll be represented on all of these by the city public defender. You're excused.
So I'm not getting released.
No, sir, you are not unless you post the bonds.
Thank you.
Your Honor, it's Adele. Is it okay if we do base Edgar Ivan last?
Last, sure.
And he's in the medical unit and he has TB.
Okay.
And then Mr. Jones Woodrow, he's unable to come.
Woodrow. Oh, Jones, okay. I'll continue him till tomorrow then. Okay? Sure.
Sorry.
Okay, and he is number. Number one. Okay. That's tomorrow. Hello, what's your name, sir?
Christopher Cameron,
I'm sorry, say again?
Christopher Cameron.
Thank you. Christopher Cameron. Number two. Thank you. Sir Cameron, you're charged with burglary in the second degree, theft of means of transportation. And it's a misdemeanor. Theft. All right. The latter one is a misdemeanor. The state's recommending a $25,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if posted. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, I would just note that Mr. Cameron is being held in matter. Like he also has a probation case in which he's being is effectively, and if he loses, he will not be able to get out to represent Mr. Cameron. I would just ask.
Okay. Hear from the state.
While defense makes those recommendations, the bond is being set for this particular case, Your Honor. The state would like to note that he scored a 6 on the failure to appear and a 4 on the new criminal scale. We'd also like to note that with this particular crime, it involved going inside the home of a person while the person was in the home. For those reasons, Your Honor, the state would ask that the bond be set at $25,000 with the pretrial services recommendation.
Okay, thank you. Let's have bond in the amount of 15,000. Pretrial services supervision if posted, no contact with victims, stay away from the incident location, no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. May 12th at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed. You're excused, sir. Hello, what's your name?
Augustine.
Okay.
Excuse you.
You're charged with domestic violence assault. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. I am going to release you with that condition. And your next court date is June 4th, 10 a.m. That'll be at Marana City Court. You're
All right, thank you.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
Troy Clayton.
I'm sorry, say again?
Troy Clayton.
Wait. Okay. Mr. Clayton, you have an arrest warrant. Why is there, this is the only thing in this file. Is there something more? No, it's a misdemeanor. Okay. You got it. I think he's being held on. Okay, thank you. You got an arrest warrant on a drug paraphernalia charge. I'm gonna release you with a court date of May 28th at 10:30, and that will be at Oro Valley City Court. You're excused.
Yes, sir. You excused?
Yes, you are.
Thank you very much, sir.
Felix.
Welcome.
sit up. Felix.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it's on. Yes. That's what I was gonna do before I found out that it's not like in there. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, sir. My name is Israel Felix.
One moment. Felix. Mr. Felix, you're charged with domestic violence, interfering with judicial proceedings. I'm gonna order that you have no contact with Clara Tarango. Stay away from her home and workplace. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence. No firearms or other weapons. Bond is set in the amount of 500. Attorney Christian Salter is appointed to represent you. You're gonna be seen on tomorrow at 1:00 PM, Pima County Justice Court. You're excused.
Leva.
Hello, what is your name?
Levi, Leva.
Yeah, one moment. You're charged with domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, 3 of them, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. Do not have contact of any kind with Nicholas Reed and stay away from his home and workplace. No firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You get a one-time return visit to the residence, but only with a police escort to get your belongings. You are released with those conditions. Your next court date, Pima County Justice Court, May 12th at 10:30 a.m. You're excused.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello,
What's your name?
I'm Natasha Bailey.
What?
Natasha Bailey.
Bailey?
Bailey.
Okay, one moment. Ms. Bailey, you've got 6 cases in warrant status in Tucson City Court with various different charges. It appears you have a problem with getting yourself to court. You have a new case, criminal trespass, from today. Will order that you not have contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. Bond is set in the amount of $500. The City of Tucson Public Defender is appointed to represent you. Video review is scheduled for May 8th at 1:45. If you bond out, it'll still be the same date and time, but with you there in person.
Three.
Your excuse.
Yes. Could I ask you a question? I'm not sure what, are you talking about a person?
You're
Was
not
a
what?
person involved? A person today, you said there was some sort of person involved? There wasn't any involvement
Today,
with
you were
any,
charged with trespassing. You were,
yes, sir.
you were where you were not supposed to be.
Yeah, I was moving at the time, yes, sir.
Okay.
But
You
you
can
said it
talk
was
it,
a,
you can talk it over with your lawyer. You're gonna have a lawyer. Talk it over with him or her. You're excused.
Go back out to Felix.
Hello, what's your name?
Gon Coronas?
All right, thank you. Mr. Corona, you're charged with 2 counts of possession of drug paraphernalia. We're gonna order no alcohol or illegal drugs. And don't go back to the location of the alleged incident. You have a Department of Corrections hold, so you're gonna be held on that. I am going to release you on this misdemeanor case, but I will appoint the city public defender to represent you. Court date is set, on June 20th, 9 a.m. Tucson City Court. You will not be there, but your attorney will. You're excused.
Thank you.
Well,
Robas.
hello, what's your name?
Oh, Matthew Moses.
Okay, one moment.
Yeah, stay in the same order though. Come up the stairs. Do more. Get up. Gentlemen, wake up.
Oh. Yes.
Okay, you have a pending case, domestic violence from, last year. You got a couple of new matters. You were charged today with domestic violence assault, 2 of them, 3 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct. And I guess this is one case that's got 2 files. The last item is domestic violence criminal damage. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, you not to have contact with Janet and Wells or her minor children, no firearms or other weapons, no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs. We're going to set bond in the amount of $1,000, appoint the city public defender to represent you. I believe they represent you as well on the other cases. And you got a video review scheduled for May 7th at 1:30, Tucson City Court. If you bond out, it'll still be the same date and time at Tucson City Court. You're excused.
So I just have a question. Is it bondable? Or is it cash only?
$1,000 cash.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're excused. You're welcome.
Good job.
Hello, what is your name?
It's Amber Dukemont.
Okay. You've got felony matter, driving under the influence of drugs, possession of a narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. On that matter, the state's asking for a $5,000 bond. You've also got a bunch of cases in Tucson City Court, all of which appear to be in warrant status as of February of last year. We'll hear from the defense attorney as to the bond request from the prosecution. Oh, and they're also recommending the STEPS program. Go ahead.
Your Honor, she's 29 and a lifelong resident. Pretrial Services was able to verify that she has family support from him, stated that she can come home. For those reasons, I am asking for pretrial services release so that she can fully participate in the STEPS program. If the court is not inclined to release her this evening, I am just asking.
Given her failure to appear history in city court, I am not inclined to release her. Does the state have anything to say about their bond recommendation?
N- Nothing more than Your Honor already commented on.
Thank you. I'm not gonna hold her on $5,000. I'll hold her on $2,500 bond. Let's see, steps is May 8th, 9 a.m. Preliminary hearing is gonna be May 12th at 1:30. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't drive without a valid license. And pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. On the misdemeanor matter, you will note the felony hold. And let's see here. Bond on the misdemeanors is set for $1,000. The city public defender is appointed or reappointed. Previous conditions of release still remain in effect. Video review will be May 9th at 1:45. And May 29th, if you are released prior to that date, 2:30 Tucson City Court, you're excused.
Your Honor, briefly, Mrs. Dumock was curious if her bonds were cash or secured, and was she assigned the public defender in the felony matter?
Yes, she is assigned. They are cash or secured.
Thank you.
Well,
Comments?
Hello, what's your name, sir?
Hello, Your Honor. My name is Damon Jesus Gomez.
You want to say that again a little slower?
My name is Damon Jesus Gomez.
Got it, thank you. Mr. Gomez is charged with domestic violence aggravated harassment. Let's see. I'm going to order that do not commit any act of domestic violence. No alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Do not have contact of any kind with Celeste Areza. Stay away from her home and workplace. State's recommending a $5,000 bond with pretrial services supervision. If posted, we'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, I am asking for free services release, and it does not seem to the named victim, states that she had injuries, and she further does not object to release, but she didn't receive no contact. He is low on the NCAA scales. He's a lifelong resident. He lives with his mom, which is a person who's away from the victim. He has no felony. Was for those reasons, I am asking the court consider releasing Mr. Gomez's student, just placing him.
We'll hear from the state.
Yes, Your Honor. While it may be true that there was no physical violence, the state would like to note that there are two active protection orders, both with the same victim that's identified in these new allegations. For that reason, the state would ask for the $5,000 bond in addition to the pretrial services.
All right, thank you. Looks like he's got also a couple of misdemeanor DV probation matters. So we will set bond in the amount of 5,000. Pretrial services supervision if posted. And court date is May 12th at 1:30 and the public defender is appointed. You're excused.
Margaret?
Yes.
Hello, what's your name?
Donald O'Neill Hoget Jr.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. You're charged with unlawful possession of a dangerous drug. State's recommending that I order no alcohol or illegal drugs, also no firearms or other weapons. And I'm gonna release you to the supervision of pretrial services. And also, oh, I gotta read the statement here. I'm gonna read a statement to you, followed up by a question. Please answer yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. This defense waive time for the prelim.
Yes,
Okay. So we're gonna set a preliminary hearing for you on June 16th. And that will be at 1:30. We'll appoint the county public defender. STEPS hearing is May 8th at 9 o'clock. Pretrial services supervision release. And I believe that does it for that one. You've also got a warrant out of Pima County Justice Court on a misdemeanor shoplifting case. I'm releasing you on that case with a court date of May 12th at 8:30, Pima County Justice Court. Okay, you're excused.
Thank you.
Johnson? Johnson?
Oh,
Hello, what's your name?
oh. Hello. Oh, my name is Damian Anthony Jaza. Born on the date of.
You don't need to go into that. Thank you. Your name is sufficient. You have a probation hold And you also have an arrest warrant out of Pinal County Superior Court on an aggravated assault case, listing a bond of $10,000. I'm gonna honor the request from Pima Canal County, $10,000. The review date is June 2nd at 9 a.m. And let's see. I believe that's the only matter. You're excused.
Okay, so what's gonna be happening?
I'll talk to him, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm hard of hearing, here at the tips.
Hello. Hello, what's
Hello.
your name?
Hello,
Your name.
Pardon?
Give him your name.
Oh. Frederick Fernandez.
You're charged, sir, with aggravated harassment. I'm gonna
Yes.
order that you not have contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location,
Yes, sir.
no firearms or other weapons, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. The state's recommending a $2,500 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. We'll hear from defense counsel.
I have,
Your Honor, I'm asking for pretrial services release. He is 72 years old and is not high on the NCAA or FTA scales. He has no peers. He's a longtime resident with the state contest. I believe it was verified with his case. So for those reasons, particularly given his age, I think that no contact order will be sufficient. I'm asking for pretrial services release.
Yeah, but
I-
the injunction against harassment is also a no contact order, and the allegation is that he violated it. Is that not correct?
These are allegations, Your Honor.
They're all allegations. We'll hear from the state.
That was the comment that the state was gonna make, Your Honor, that there is an active, injunction against harassment, that has led the defendant here.
I'm gonna set bond in the amount of $500. Your court date is May 12th at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed to represent you, and you've got to obey the injunction against you, sir. You're excused.
Yeah.
Robles.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Hello, what's your name?
Ashley Robles.
You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court listing charges of fraudulent schemes and artifices, forgery, theft, attempted fraudulent schemes and artifices, another forgery, conspiracy, illegally conducting an enterprise. Warrant amount is 15,000, which is what the state is recommending. We will hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, this is a case that is alleged to have occurred. The events are alleged to have occurred between 2020 and 2021. Mrs. Robles is low on the NCAA and FTA scales. She had never been previously arrested in this matter. She has a couple of priors. They're not similar in nature, and her spouse, she has been living in Texas and working in Texas. I would ask for pretrial services release, given that she is assessed at a level 1. These are not violent, so far as we know. So really, the fact that things are now just coming back, being held after having allegedly in 2020 and 2021, would ask for pretrial services release for a level 1, reasonably assured that Mrs. Robles would need to come up to court. I do not think that $15,000 is appropriate at this time.
Okay. And what would you call a low bond?
Let me ask Mrs. Robles. She did ask, she did want to speak with me. Your Honor, we are asking for a $3,000 bond if the court is inclined to set bond, but we are also asking for pretrial services release.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the state's recommendation is based on the warrant issued from Superior Court. The defendant has some significant felony history, and she will be facing some significant time. So the state would ask that the $15,000 bond remain, or we're requesting the $15,000 bond. Thank you.
All right, thank you. No alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Stay away from the alleged victims. No return to the incident locations. And do not leave the state of Arizona without the court's permission. Bond is set in the amount of 10,000. Your next court date is May 8th at 1:30. The legal defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Janice.
Hello, what is your name?
Carlos Sanchez Jr.
You've got three matters here. The first one is an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court listing a charge of criminal trespass and also $1,000 bond. You've got a child support warrant out of Yavapai County listing a $2,720 bond. And you've got a new misdemeanor case, Pima County Justice Court, shoplifting, possession of drug paraphernalia, and failure to identify yourself. The state on the felony matter is asking for that $1,000 bond that's listed on the Superior Court warrant. And we'll hear from defense counsel.
The court to consider child services release. This is a violent offense. He is 30, he's low on FTA scales. I just want to highlight that this is a filed matter and that Mr. was done pending court date. He has been the community for 3 years. He's currently on the list. It'd be a little bit difficult for him to make that sort of just emphasizing he has no, because it's just this reason. Today.
Thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, I don't have much to counteract that. The state's recommendation was based purely off of the amount that was addressed in the warrant. But it should be noted that, the defendant. Well, I guess I just don't have much to add to that, Your Honor.
Thank you. Bond on the felony matter is set at 500. May 8th, 1:30, public defender appointed. Yavapai County, 2,720 as they requested. Review date on that is June 2nd at 9 a.m. And the new Mr. with victims, stay away from the incident location. No alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons. I'm releasing you on that matter with a court date of May 12th at 8:30 a.m. Pima County Justice Court. And that's it. You're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good evening, folks.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good evening.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Hello, what's your name?
Edgar Reese.
I'm sorry, say again?
Edgar Basie Reese.
Oh, got it. Okay. You've got an arrest warrant out of Tucson City Court. Underlying charges are possession of drug paraphernalia, prescription only drug, and shopping cart violation. And looks like you failed to appear back in March We'll order no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't return to the incident location. I'm releasing you on this matter. You'll be seen at Tucson City Court on May 30th at 2:00. Okay, you're excused.
Thank you. Nadim,
We get paperwork.
Yeah, they will be good.
But I saw that's the feeling you